Hello, everybody, and welcome to Perpetual News. Today, the biggest story, Bernie Sanders dropped out of the presidential election. Now, this is probably the biggest news we're going to have for a good 3 months. Now, because this happened, people are trying to unify behind Biden. Now, Biden, as you mostly know, is pretty much off his rocker, to say the least. He is not only incapable of running, he doesn't really have, I would say, the best policies at all. Not even close, because he doesn't inspire anybody. Biden has the base of the Democratic Party, and it doesn't span beyond that. I'm going to go ahead and tell you, he doesn't have any support amongst independents. Or if he does, it's barely any. Now, who had support amongst independents? Sanders, Trump, Yang, Tulsi. All people who are either running against him, which is not good, or have already dropped out. Now, the way I think he solves this is he chooses either the governor of Michigan as his VP, or he chooses Tulsi Gabbard as his VP, because he's already declared that it's going to be a woman. Now, of course, that's kind of a strategic strategy. I mean, that's pretty good. That's a fair thing to say. He's done well by saying that. But he needs to choose Yang as one of his cabinet members. He needs to formally endorse universal health care, like Sanders, if he wants to rally their supporters, because that was their main issue. Now, unfortunately, he's not going to do that, and I don't think he's going to choose Tulsi Gabbard as the VP, and I don't think he's going to... He might choose the governor of Michigan as his VP. That's possible. Now, the biggest thing coming from this really is, what happens now? Does Biden win, or does Biden not win? Now, polls say Biden is going to win. But you know what polls said in 2016? Hillary was going to win by a large margin, too. Biden is scraping by. He's got his base of the Democratic Party. Now, the biggest thing he's got to do is win Wisconsin. It looks like he's going to win Michigan, and it kind of looks like he's going to win Pennsylvania. The biggest goal for him, take Wisconsin. If he takes Wisconsin, that's pretty much game over for Trump. I mean, unless he takes back Pennsylvania or wins Virginia, or, you know, a combined amount of delegates from other places. But this is basically the start of the 2020 presidential election. Primaries are over. I mean, they're not over, but it's, you know, obviously no one can win besides Biden now. So it's Biden versus Trump. Now, Trump is the only president ever to continue campaigning after they've won the presidency. So he still has a very fair amount of support everywhere. Hard to say, but it's the facts. I was asked by my friend, who was a Bernie supporter, why I wouldn't vote for Biden. Now, the simple answer to that is, I live in a blue state. I live in Illinois. I live in southern Illinois, where I know every county down here is going to go red, so it doesn't really matter what my vote is. Unfortunately, that's the truth. I know a lot of people say every vote counts, but that's really only true in, you know, swing states, and Illinois hasn't gone red for a very long time. If it does, sorry, but, you know, Biden didn't rally us. Biden really needs to show support to people who are more left, who have different policies, and he needs to garner support amongst independents. If he doesn't, then he's going to lose. I am going to go ahead and take a peek at the polling. Currently, it says that Biden has an 8 to 6 point lead over Trump. Now, what does that mean? Well, sure, he's going to win the popular vote. I don't doubt that he will. Biden is actually For whatever reason, he's a popular candidate. People like him. People like Biden. It is what it is. But the biggest thing for him is delegate count. Trump lost the popular vote to Hillary by 3 million people. He won the delegate count by what? 60 points or something like that? I think he ended with like 303 or something. But yeah, doing this whole, oh, we're leading, we're gonna win thing never worked. Never has worked, because, you know, that's how the electoral college system is supposed to work. Fortunately, it's not in favor of Biden, it's in favor of Trump. You know, obviously Democrats do well amongst cities, and that's why they sort of balanced it. But yeah, Biden looks like he's going to lose Wisconsin right now. It's almost certain that he's going to lose Florida. Basically already lost Ohio. I mean, that's pretty much gone. Now, Pennsylvania, it kind of looks more in favor of Biden, but of course, it definitely can go towards Trump. It can, and it you know, it might still. I mean, Biden has currently a 2.7% lead in Wisconsin, which is definitely within the margin of error, depending on the polling system you're using. But yes, this one, yes, 100%. Michigan, I think Biden will Michigan. He will win Michigan, but that's gonna be kind of close. I think he'll win Virginia. I don't think he might win North Carolina. He might win Arizona. It's all swing states. It's just basically the entire map right now is swing states, besides for all the safe states. I mean, you don't have any tilts or leans or anything. It's all just swing. It could go either way. Biden really has to reach out to Bernie supporters. He has to really reach out to progressives. He really has to reach out to independents. He needs to adopt universal health care, or he needs to adopt the Green New Deal, or he needs to adopt something that progressives care about, and he needs to adopt something that independents care about as well. Now, unfortunately, Trump has a lot of support amongst independents, and we saw that in 2016. We saw that in 2018, whenever he cast out his waves of independents to all these, you know, Republican candidates, the blue wave we were expecting in 2018 didn't really pan out. Of course, it was still a wave. Blue won significantly, but that doesn't change anything. Now, with coronavirus going on, Biden has a better shot. I'll give him that. He has a lot of support amongst the African American community. He has a lot of support, just minorities in general. Of course, they want independence from Trump. They don't want Trump in office. That is obviously the correct assumption. I would agree. And so, like I said, I think Trump is going to win. That doesn't necessarily mean he is. Biden still has a chance, but basically, that's my take on it. I'm going to show you the election map prediction that I think is going to happen. There's not going to be any commentation on it, but if you want to look at it, you're very welcome to. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, share, enjoy, click on the playlist, watch my videos, share this video around, please. Thank you. Have a good one.